GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, the host of a rematch from Super Bowls 57 and 59. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, led by quarterback Jalen Hurts, on the road, taking on Patrick Mahomes and the back-to-back champion Kansas City Chiefs. The only thing that stood between them and a three-peat is the team visiting them today, just a couple of months ago, back at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, as Philadelphia decimating this Kansas City Chiefs squad, off to a bad start this year as well. An early upset loss in Brazil. They look to bounce back as for Philadelphia. Got the job done on banner night. Opening win over the Dallas Cowboys in a low-scoring affair. Looking to carry that momentum here into week number 2. Looking forward, though, to one of the best matchups we will have on the calendar in all of 2025. Kansas City will kick us off, and we are underway from Arrowhead. Return taken from the 4-yard line as Philadelphia looking to get themselves set up shop at the 25. Here comes Jalen Hurts. Philadelphia looking to perfect their offense here. Only put up 17 points last week. In that victory over Dallas, they relied heavily on the backbone of a 6-sack performance from that defensive line and the monstrous big fellas up front. What up, Live? What up, JJJ? Welcome everybody else joining me. Here we go. Hurts going to open up from the empty, and the Super Bowl rematch is officially underway with a short pass to Devontae Smith. Pickup of 12, Drew Tranquill with the tackle. Kansas City with a very similar offense this year to last year. Mahomes, Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, Worthy, Rice, Hollywood, Kelsey, and Noah Gray making up the tight ends. Saquon stands to the left side of Hurts. A.J. Brown is in motion this time. Didn't see the football too much last week, but here he goes. Out in space, A.J. Brown is loose, and he is gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And just like yesterday, 2 plays into the game, and we are already into the end zone. Second play from scrimmage, A.J. Brown breaking free. Not good enough man coverage right there from Kansas City. They will pay the price and trail at home. Oof. What up, Chili? How about that? Kicking off the Super Bowl rematch, just how they ended it. 45 seconds into the game. Saquon hadn't touched the football. Nobody saw that one coming. How about it? Elliott on for the extra point here, looking to put the Eagles up a full 7 points. He will do just that. Splits the upright. 7-0 start for Philadelphia in less than a minute. Got the KC get back game 31-7. Well, you better hope that run starts now. This Eagle offense, I think, is going to fly quite high today. One could only imagine, though. Take a look at the pick'em distribution for today. Expect it to be pretty close, although maybe slightly favoring Philadelphia. Let's take a look here. Eagles have a 22-14 advantage in the pick'em. That's about what I expected. What up, Retro? A.J. Brown, 63-yard touchdown. You missed. Kansas City now with a chance to answer. Return take it up to the 27-yard line, and Mahomes will get to it. Multiple turnovers last week from Patrick Mahomes, a man whose career has been declining the last couple of seasons. Some might argue that'll happen when your offensive coordinator heads somewhere else. Matt Nagy now still with Patrick Mahomes, although they have been together for longer than just this. Looking to get started on the front foot here offensively. Mahomes off the play action, going deep, down the field, knocked away, incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell. Part of that, Jonathan Ringo. Oh, the defensive end. What up, Trex? Philly defense looking to fly high here as well. Got to respect Mahomes, though, for taking an early shot downfield. Not shying away from Philadelphia. This is an Eagles team that swarmed Mahomes a ton in the last Super Bowl. Blocking is a key point here as Pacheco picks up 6 on the opening carry of this one. Taken down in the box by Cooper DeJean as we break down this Philly defense. Jordan Davis, Byron Young, Mara Ojomo, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Zach Brown, Nakobe Dean, Bryce Huff, Quinyon Mitchell, Adoree Jackson, Cooper DeJean, Tristan McCollum, and Reed Blankenship make up the starting 11 for Philadelphia, bringing extra pressure. Mahomes steps right, finds Travis Kelce with first down yardage. And that should be the pass that breaks the Campbell's back and gives me the victory in fantasy for week number 1. Price ups the Niner. I mean, let's see. I did write these rosters down like weeks and weeks ago, to be fair. Mahomes now from an empty pocket. 5-man rush right back to his main man, Travis Kelce, breaking a tackle, taken down at the 40. Yeah, rosters should be fine. I'm just saying, I have paper pencil rosters that I make at the beginning of every sim season. But they are automatically adjusted to. Hopefully, if NFL roster guru is keeping up to tabs. Chiefs into enemy territory here at the Philadelphia 40. Right back off the play action. Mahomes being chased, and he is sacked for 13 yards by Nolan Smith. All the way back inside his own half of the field. Tried to get that one away, and Nolan Smith giving him absolutely nowhere to go. What a Bay Ride, what a mile high. That is something else. And Kansas City now climbing quite the uphill battle. They found themselves in these situations quite often. In that week 1 loss, handoff is to Pacheco, running with anger. You can just see it. With every step he takes, he is stomping on the floor. Picks up 9 there. First quarter, Pacheco continues to be an absolute animal. What up, Ocean's Eye? Game did just start. Just like yesterday, 2 plays and we got a touchdown. A.J. Brown went the distance there. Didn't even have to pull up Saquon Barkley. Here's the 3rd and 14. Mahomes being chased, and he's devoured again. Nolan Smith is back there. It's a loss of 9, and Kansas City's drive comes to a close in horrendous fashion. On the receiving end of the longest sack in NFL history. If that's a fact, then that's a fact. Matt Ariza on for the punt for Kansas City. They come up empty-handed on their opening drive here in week number 2. The home opener. Ariza's punt is a good one. Angles out of bounds at the 15. And Hurts will take over 4 minutes into this one with a 7-point cushion. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot longer sacks in NFL history. Jerome Baker. Oh, you are correct, though. Yeah. Probably in college, somebody topped it. Hurts going down low here to receive the opening snap of the second drive. Right back to A.J. Brown. And he'll pick up 13. Not a play that's gone by where Philadelphia hasn't been in the end zone or moved the chains. A.J. Brown continues his domination on this Kansas City defense. Ravens defense stacked now with Jair. If he can actually pan out and act accordingly. But yeah. Barkley still awaiting his first handoff. A.J. Brown back in motion. This was the touchdown scoring play earlier. Not going to work out too well as Barkley drops that one. Through his palms, winds up incomplete. Nick Bolton breaks it up, and we break down the Kansas City starting 11. George Karlaftis, Mike Dana, Chris Jones, Jerry Tillery, Drew Tranquill, Nick Bolton, Leo Chennault, Trent McDuffie, Christian Fulton, Jamari Connor, Brian Cook, and Jordan Hicks. They look to stop a stout offense here in Philadelphia. Handoff is to Barkley. Awkward exchange there, and it winds up going for none. What up, Trey? Super Bowl rematch again? Yes, indeed. 57 and 59. What up, Games? All good, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Take your time. Chiefs Kingdom on their feet here on a 3rd and 10. Looking for a stop. Hurts rolling left. Evades pressure for now. Steps up looking to do it himself, and he is hit hard. A yard short. 9-yard pickup, and Connor brings him down. What of that, guys? Stream schedule? Well, we got Sunday Night Football coming up tomorrow. I believe that is the Vikings and the Falcons. Give you a definite schedule here soon. And that will be the Falcons in Minnesota, then a Friday night doubleheader, Buccaneers, Texans, and then you got the Chargers and the Raiders. Punt coming up here for Braden Mann. And this is got some returnability to it, up to the 26-yard line. What up, John Zeller? Kelsey did get the catch. Appreciate the $2 Dono Chili. Bro's almost at 10K. No way. I didn't know you were still posting this offseason. Congrats, though. There you go. How we doing, LaShawn? Been waiting for this one. It's a big game. Philadelphia has not played since the opening night, and the Chiefs the day after. Two heavily rested teams here after a Week 1 game that went differently for both sides. There's Rashee Rice down the middle. Picking up a nice 9-yard pickup. Haven't posted since Super Bowl. Damn, okay. There you go. Spell a worthy bomb. Let's see if you are worthy of Madden giving you what you desire. Run heavy formation here on a 2nd and 1. It goes to Pacheco up the middle. Another angry first quarter run from Isaiah Pacheco. 8-yard pickup. Goodness gracious, don't touch that man in the first 10 minutes of a football game. That is a football death sentence right there. Love first quarter Pacheco. As he stands now at the 36-yard line. Football right back to him this time. Brought back down. Just a half a yard pickup. Whew. I don't even know what that Spanish is, man. I have not taken Spanish since like my sophomore year of high school. Back in the olden days. It's been a minute. Bunch formation left, and Kelsey to the right of Mahomes. Extra blitzer coming, no problem. Travis Kelsey picks up a 3rd catch today. And yeah, I'm more than solidified to win fantasy, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, we should be good. KC facing a 3rd and 2 here. Pacheco can act as a receiver. Quick pass out there and hauled in by Noah Gray. Backup side end getting in on the action. What up, Sid? So are you? AEW's in Mexico City, so I want to talk of the game. Oh, okay, that's fine. That is very cool. Chiefs right back to where they were when their drive previously ended. The sack taken by Mahomes as he looks to extend the drive. Fired in there, tight window to Worthy. 22-yard pickup, and Kansas City into the red zone. What up, Cassine? What a pass there from Mahomes. Starting to look more and more like his 2019 and 2021 form. Got to keep that up here. 6 white jerseys on the line of scrimmage. And they will blitz every one of them. Pacheco up the middle, coughed up the football. Mahomes goes down for it, and it's scooped up by a lineman. What a hit in the middle. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter rock the baby, son. What a hit. Wow. First quarter Pacheco has been neutralized. Chiefs just lucky to have possession. An 8-yard loss, though, after the fumble. Pacheco right back to it. Breaks one tackle to the 20-yard line. When an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, that is what you're seeing right here in the opening 9 minutes. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, you're right, actually, Trey. 3rd and a dozen. From the 20-yard line, Mahomes is looking to fire. This one hit as he throws incomplete. Nolan Smith again, 3rd quarterback hit of the day, going along with 2 sacks as well. Chiefs drive comes to an end thanks to a brutal hit there and a fumble from Isaiah Pacheco. Harrison Butker looking to get Kansas City on the board here. A 37-yard attempt is up and good. 73, deficit cut down to 4. In the final 30 seconds of the opening quarter, been a very entertaining game so far. For those just joining us, A.J. Brown scoring a 63-yard touchdown on the 2nd play from scrimmage. Kansas City just now getting on the board there with a field goal. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed thus far. 21 people in here. Drop a like if you have not yet already. Had a ton of likes in yesterday's Broncos-Colts stream. Indianapolis with the most points of any team all year. Although Philadelphia looking for their own story here. Good return out to the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts will take back over on his third drive, 70 yards away from the end zone. Game 5 at OKC, 112 decibels. Wow. Thunder fans are terrific. Some of the best in basketball. Their fans are the sole reason, actually, they ended up getting a franchise down there. Funny story. A.J. Brown in press coverage. Motion man once again. This is De'Ami Brown. Jalen Hurts running for his life. Steps up and does escape. There goes Jalen Hurts into enemy territory. What a rush to end the first quarter. Looked like he was going to be brought down there. And instead, able to extend the play all the way to the other half of the field. First quarter is finished. Kansas City trails again. 7-3 at home, looking to avoid an 0-2 start to this season. That would be something significant. Tough game for both of these teams. They match up very well against each other. Hence why they have met each other in the Super Bowl 2 the last 3 seasons. Check down here, hauled in by Saquon, who has yet to run the football more than once, I believe. Has 2 targets, though, through the air. Hurricane Katrina indirectly caused us to get the Supersonics. You're correct. Crazy how that works. But it is true. Devontae Smith and Trent McDuffie. One-on-one at the top of the screen. Jalen Hurts, though, going to take a read option, cutting it inside. And that is a no-running zone for the former Charger, Drew Tranquill. Revenge game did not go according to plan last week. That's for sure for Kansas City. Talk about the Eagle offense here. Hurts, Barkley, Will Shipley, A.J. Dillon, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, Dallas Goedert, Grant Calcaterra making up the offense of Philadelphia. 3rd and 6 here. Jalen Hurts with a 5-step drop. Sets his feet now, rolls left, and he is taken down. Football loose, but he picks it up and will surrender a sack. Mike Dana able to punch it out right into the falling hands of Jalen Hurts. Kansas City, though, does get their stop. If the NFL were to expand, would OKC be a good market? Honestly, I don't think so. Maybe in the top 5, but I'm not sure that would be the immediate one. As another punt here for Philadelphia, ending up at the 24-yard line. Mahomes will take over. 8:21 to go in the half. Who would be the best market left right now? Gotta think. I mean, I don't think San Diego needs one anymore. It's an interesting question. Chiefs looking for their first lead of the year here. Mahomes going top sideline, way overshoots a diving Rice, though. Got to give him credit for the effort. St. Louis, yeah, I think that's actually currently where Cincinnati might be moving to. It's kind of under some headlines right now, but that is ownership that has claimed to not be really tied tight to their city. Don't be surprised if that happens in the next decade. Patrick Mahomes off target once again there. Has not been able to find the hands of his receivers other than Kelsey, although here, with an exception to that, is a 7-yard pickup to Xavier Worthy. Cooper DeJean on the tackle. San Antonio, Virginia Beach would be interesting spots for NFL teams. Fair enough. Bengals or Reds? I mean, I think the Reds are the bigger team in Cincinnati. It's not even a lie. No joke. 3rd and 3 at the 30. A lot of parity with this play right here. Mahomes looking for the line to gain, and he will find a man open further than that. This is Rashee Rice. An 11-yard pickup, and the drive survives. Second Chicago team, honestly, not out of the equation. I mean, you got 2 New York teams. They have 2 baseball teams. 1 really big basketball team. It could be legit. From the gun now, Mahomes. 7:10 to go in the second quarter. Handoff is to Pacheco. It is a new quarter and a new dawn for number 10. Keep that in mind as he picks up 4. Tennis City's having 2 teams of the same sport. I mean, yeah, that's fair. For business, though, it would absolutely make sense, but that is cool. 4-yard pickup there for Isaiah Pacheco. Kelsey takes 2 steps in motion and receives the check down, but he is clobbered by Nakobe Dean right down the face of the field. And that sets up a 3rd down. Feisty defense right now between both of these two teams. Just the 1 touchdown scored between the pair. Nearly 14 minutes into this one. Another 3rd and medium situation for the Chiefs as Mahomes sets up a screen. Caught by Pacheco. Good blocking. Well orchestrated play there. And the chains are moved again. Yeah, I'd say San Antonio is probably a pretty good market. Not sure that would be complained about too much. I don't think Florida could really add a team in like Orlando. I mean, they already got 3 teams down there. So I think they're good. Yeah, I would agree. Kansas City right back into the Philadelphia half of the field. Mahomes off the play action, going deep and wide open. Hollywood Brown down to the 1-yard line. Marquise with a 43-yard pickup. Eagles Steelers would not be shared. They were once upon a time. Big time play there for Kansas City. He had a goal-to-go situation to give the Chiefs their first lead. Mahomes looking to fire this one home. Stepping left, looking to escape, and he will do just that. Kansas City ahead at home. Chiefs finally lead for the first time this season. And home effort's going a lot better than what Brazil offered for number 15. Off to a good start here in front of the Chiefs Kingdom. New Jersey would be a great place if it wasn't for New York teams already playing there. That is true. Yeah, but you already got the team in Buffalo that's already upstate, so again, you just kind of have those issues. I don't think the NFL should expand, personally. Butker got to knock the extra point up and through. KC leads by 3. I think 32 is the perfect number of teams for any in all leagues. I think it's fine if the NHL wants to expand. I think it's fine if the NBA wants to expand. And the MLB too, right? But 32 is such a perfectly round number because you can divide 32 by 4. You can divide 32 by 8 to get your, 8 divisions with 4 teams. That's what I'm trying to equate here. And then you have even conferences as well on both ends, which creates equal competition. It's too perfect. Eagles on the return once again, trailing now as they will end up at the 29. NHL's 32 teams. Did not know that, actually. Just a heads up regarding weather. Right now, in my location, it is absolutely terrible. My mom, who's about 10 minutes away right now, just told me the power went out there. So, hypothetically, power could go out at my place, and we will play this by ear. The game will automatically save, to my knowledge. So, we should be good with the cloud backup, but if I spontaneously kick off the stream, I'll try to be back as soon as possible. Stick to the Discord for updates. Philadelphia back to it at the midway point here of the second quarter with a hand up to Saquon Barkley. They don't pick up 5. That guy with a $5 dono. It's weird Cleveland doesn't have a team yet. Well, some might say they do. Some might say they have heartbreakers. I love them to do that, though. No matter how good or bad they may be. Appreciate the $5 dono, my friend. Means a lot. Chief fans starting to believe a little bit more here. On a 2nd and 5. Barkley in motion. Deep drop back for Jalen Hurts. Maybe a deep pass to accompany it. Instead, he steps up and picks up the first down. Breaking a tackle, still going. Rolling over for 9 yards. Woof. Big run for a little guy, let me tell you. Not a lot of quarterbacks have the authority to lower the helmet like that. And a big congratulations to that guy moving into the top 10 all time. 9th place now in donuts. Hurts from the empty. Eagles going 5 wide. 4-man rush. Outside pass is incomplete. Wow. Yeah, I'd say right now there's about a 90% chance my power goes out. So we currently have a tornado warning in our county. 2nd and 10 at the 43. Hurts little quick fire down the middle. And that is a 4-yard pickup. Let me tell you, though, Nothing we haven't gone through before. The show must go on. We have people to entertain here, and that'll extend until I'm in imminent danger. Let me tell you. Oh, we're all good here. Thick-skinned Ohioans, ain't that what they say? We're good. 3rd and 6. A storm is brewing in Kansas City, Missouri. Fans on their feet. Hurts going deep. A beautiful ball is slotted in there complete. Hauled it at the 35-yard line. And De'Ami Brown picks it up. Absolute beauty right there from Jalen Hurts. Woof. Time still ticking away. Handoff is to Barkley. Breaks the tackle at the initial line of scrimmage. Nothing further. Whew. One-yard pickup there for Saquon. Fullback in the game here from the 34 of Kansas City. Counter handoff left side, read beautifully. A 2-yard loss. Wow. There legit is a tornado warning. You know what? Heck yeah. Lad, you are correct, though. Still alive for Chief fans. Hurts from the empty. Pressure coming. Pass downfield. Nearly intercepted. And it should have been. Trent McDuffie had both hands on the football. Couldn't bring it down. And it's tie game as possible. A-Rod nearly called that one. Wow. Should have been picked off. Jake Elliott on for a 53-yard attempt from the left hash. Looking to knot the game at 10. Good snap, good hold, kick on the way, and good. Eagles tie the game at 10. There goes Lav's pregame prediction. Unfortunately. Wow. All Chiefs fans, all Chiefs have bricks for hands. Yeah, I guess so. Offense and defense, man. Been a brutal outing. Yeah, like I said, this is a good time if you have not yet joined the Discord to do so. I could drop a link or have one of my mods, if Chili would be so kind as to do so. Drop a link in chat if the power goes out. Going to be providing live updates there on whether we resume tonight or tomorrow. And a return out to the 29-yard line for Kansas City. 2-minute drill time for Mahomes in a tie game at 10 apiece. Would you want a Super Bowl rematch any other way? Me personally, not at all. Yeah, Jair on the Ravens is going to be interesting. Him, Nate Wiggins, Brandon Stevens. No, Stevens went somewhere else, didn't he? I don't remember what else they got there. Appreciate it, Chili. Mahomes in his element here after leading that touchdown drive where he capped it off with a rushing TD. 2:15 to go. Mahomes up the play action. Quick zip outside. Hauled in for the completion. Modest 4-yard pickup will take us to the 2-minute warning. Super Bowl 57 and 59 rematch from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. It's the Eagles 10, the Chiefs 10 in our final afternoon game of week number 2. What up, Flash Gordon? Yeah, keep streaming. Chiefs have all 3 of their timeouts. Blitz coming. Picked up well enough for Mahomes to fire that first down. Cooper DeJean makes his 5th tackle. Keep streaming is all I can do. What else? Set aside with a beer, watch tornado. Amen to that, Trex. It's a real Midwest man. Chiefs in the no huddle. Projected to stay this way for the majority of this drive. That's a 7-yard pickup for Hollywood Brown. First catch for him since that 43-yard bomb. That set up that Mahomes rushing touchdown. I don't think the weather's too bad at my place personally, but I have buddies around the county that are also telling me their power's out and all that stuff, so could happen very soon. 7-yard gain there for Hollywood. 50 receiving yards on 2 catches. Mahomes going low at the ankles of Rashee Rice. I got no quit in me, let me tell you. I live for this chaotic weather. So long as the power stays on. Power can go out after I'm done streaming, right? That's all that matters to me. Incompletion stops the clock with 1 minute and 10 seconds. 3rd and 3 here for Mahomes. Sets his feet, fires this one right side, knocked away, incomplete. Broke it up. And that will result in a decision here. Tornado almost formed over my head in Middleton, Tennessee. Wind suddenly kicked up, looked up, saw the clouds do a half turn. And it all stopped. That's kind of wild. Gyre top 5 corner. When healthy. Well, when healthy is a big asterisk there. Matt Arise on for the punt. He will get this one back into the hands of Jalen Hurts at the 14-yard line with 1 minute to go and all 3 timeouts. Will Kansas City get a stop here and keep the game tied heading into halftime? We will have to see. Top 3 seed in 2031. I hope the future is as bright for us IRL as it is for you there. 2 backs in the backfield here for Jalen Hurts in the 1-minute drill now. Rolling left, and Mike Dana's got him again. 2nd sack of the day for big number 51. And now Philadelphia having second thoughts about the rest of this one. And the chop begins around Arrowhead for the first time this season. Spell an INT, that would cook up something big before halftime. We will see. Eagles want to take their time here. Play clock winding down. Jalen Hurts from his own goal line. Saquon is the motion man. Will he get there in time? He will not. And a delay of game because Madden 25 has poor programming. That'll back up Philadelphia even further to their own 3-yard line, so they are at risk of a safety here. Got to be careful. Hopefully stuff like that gets fixed in the next Madden. We will see, though. Eagles take the penalty, backed up to their own 3-yard line now. Hurts under center. Saquon standing inside the E of Chiefs. Hurts off the play action. Got to get rid of this one quickly. Flat-footed, fires to his sideline. Hauled in for a pickup of about 5. Kansas City takes the timeout. They at least want a punt return ability. Just before the break, looking like a tie game, though, before the break. Philadelphia will kick off to the Chiefs to begin the second half. An explosive start, and we have been very hit or miss in between all that. Philly facing a 3rd and 16, expecting a rush here. And the handoff is going to go to the former Packer, Dillon up the sideline, who's got some running room at a first down. And now Philadelphia takes the timeout. Script is flipped here a little bit. Just before the break, Jalen Hurts want to give it a heave. 65 yards away from the end zone. He could probably get it there or just about. Or hand the ball up to Saquon, see what he can do. Let the big fellas do their job down the field. Big play there, though. From the 35, final play of the opening half. Pocket collapsing. Hurts even this one deep down the field. Wide open at the 15-yard line. De'Ami Brown taken down, though. And we'll bring up halftime. There you have it. Halftime is there. That actually may have been Jahan Dotson. Let me see. Yeah, he is number 2 now. I don't know why I've been saying De'Ami Brown this whole time. De'Ami Brown is with the Jaguars. That's my bad. 2 former Commander receivers. What up, Ruiz? Begging for the Eagles to lose this. It might happen. You just never know. Saints being 7-0 is lit. That is fire. Chiefs open up half number 2. Pacheco on the spin. Nothing given there. 22 people in chat. Remember to give this stream a like if you have not yet already. Gonna go ahead and throw out your live poll right now. In a tie game, should be a fairly even distribution. Eagles have the 22-11 pregame advantage in the Week 2 pick'em. Week 3 will be out very shortly, hopefully tomorrow night if I can remember. Mahomes from the gun opens up the 3rd quarter. Heaving this one down the middle, finding Kelsey through a big hit, but he hangs on. 16-yard pickup. Good start to half number 2 for the Chiefs. Mahomes looking for ring number 4 in AFC Championship number 6. That is a crazy stat right there. 3-2 in the biggest game. Stepping right, fires down the field and almost intercepted by Mitchell. Mahomes continues to fire downfield with no reward in sight. Whew. Washington's not bounced back now for real. Something about the number 2 overall pick. Will the Browns continue that trend? Isaiah Pacheco, left side of Mahomes this time. Hollywood in motion. Looking for some lights, camera action. Down the field, though. This one heading in the direction of Xavier Worthy. Hauling that one in enemy territory at the 43. Chiefs move the sticks once again. This time, Kareem Hunt checking in. Longtime Kansas City Chief, had a short stint with the Browns back here inside the Chiefs' kingdom. And there is Rashee Rice down the middle. Once again, an 18-yard pickup. That would be the Jags have the bounce back. Did we trade the bounce back rights to Jacksonville? Oh, you're right. We'll see. Knocking on the doorstep of the red zone once again. Kansas City trying to take the lead back here at home. Mahomes with the pocket collapsing, finds his tight end. Kelsey breaking away. 16-yard pickup. First 2 minutes of the third quarter gone by. It has gone all Kansas City's way as well. Mahomes could have picked out either Rice or Kelsey there. Trusted his tight end more, don't blame him. Longest relationship on the team. Mahomes often going through wide receivers like clothing. First and goal from the 9. Finds a wide receiver, though. Football loose, scooped up by Philadelphia. And the script is flipped again. Well, we'll have to take a look at the replay to figure out who forced it. That is a huge play inside the red zone. Little peanut punch action from behind. It's the big fella, Jalen Carter, doing it again. His second forced fumble. Holy cow, nobody wants to win this game. I guess not. Jalen Carter does, let me tell you. Wow. 2 forced fumbles in one game. That is something else. Going on a legacy run right here. Massive play. That's why Mahomes will trust his tight end 10 times over before a wide receiver. Eagles, though, backed up once more. 96 yards away from the end zone. Opening up this drive from the I formation. Hand up to Saquon. Spun down after a 2-yard gain. Tackle made up front by Drew Tranquill again. A-Rod Pringle, the downfield of interceptions. We're in a new day and age, though. Fumbles take the priority around here nowadays. Get with the program. Loaded backfield here. Trying to cause some confusion on the defensive end of Kansas City. Calcaterra in motion. And the handoff goes to Saquon. Following blockers, picks up 4 more. Big Boy Carter going to have quite the season. I think he will too. One of my favorite defensive linemen in the NFL. I'm expecting some good things out of him. Only, 9 votes right now in the live poll? Get your votes in before it's too late. KC, though, looking to put some ice on the wound with the stop here. Saquon motions out. Hurts wants it empty backfield. Dropping back to his own end zone. Fires to a sideline. Caught by Jahan Dotson. Finally got his name right. There is the former Washington Commander. Came over midseason last year. And a shocking trade, in my opinion. Penn State Nittany Lion, heavily underrated. Deserve better. Wouldn't have made a huge difference, though. In that NFC title game, Philadelphia destined to win no matter who else was playing. Good pass down the middle there. Right back to Jahan Dotson, 9-yard pickup. We might get overtime, Trey. It's a possibility. It is definitely up in the air. Good game there from the Alabama wide receiver. Whole lot of Bama boys on the field today. Hurts stepping left, and here is one of them taken off across the 40 and across midfield, sliding down to safety at the 48-yard line. 21-yard pickup at the midway point of the opening quarter of half number 2. Super Bowl rematch being closer than the Super Bowl is wild. That is very wild to think about. You are correct. Saquon looking for a breakout carry here, although Jalen Hurts going to do it himself. Back-to-back carries for number 1, putting the team on his back, picks up 12. Hurts is going turbo. Someone got to give Jalen Hurts CTE. That is a wild sentence. Should try to keep that to a minimum in the NFL nowadays to keep the playing rules the same. Hurts from the pistol. Well, hand off to Saquon, 2,000-yard rusher last year. Going nowhere in this one, though. Chiefs have done an excellent job limiting his rushing abilities. Cowboys also did a pretty good job of that last week in their 17-13 loss in Philadelphia. Respectable effort, though, on the road against the former Super Bowl champs. Came down to the wire. Eagle fans, though, happy to get off to a 1-0 start. Here's Hurts on the keeper. Extending it forward, picks up 2. Got to be careful going through a lot of wear and tear, although you won't see that in Madden 25. That is going to be more so a Madden 26 feature, just like college football. Wear and tear is going to be real in the next Madden, limiting the rushing of quarterbacks quite a bit. Only 3 Chiefs on the line of scrimmage here, and now a 4th joins. And that's how many they rush. Hurts on 3rd and 8, stepping right. Pocket collapsing. He does his thing one more time inside the 10-yard line. Brought down at the 8. Hurts over 100 yards rushing. Having his way with this Kansas City defense. Put a QB spy out there for the love of all that's holy. Got to limit the abilities of number 1 somehow. Might just have to do it to him. Brian Cook, the safety, is going to work on A.J. Brown. Good tackle made behind the line. And the leverage battle going back and forth even still. Believe that was Christian Fulton that time on the tackle. One of Eggs off. More on the ground than through the air. It's a possibility. 2-yard loss for Barkley. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 11. Hurts back through the air. Going to check this one down. Complete to A.J. Brown. Only touchdown scored today for Philadelphia. It's 7 on 2nd and goal. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 4. He is hurting defenses for sure. Did a lot of that last week as well against Dallas. Cook and Brown in press coverage up top. 3rd and goal from the 4. Jalen Hurts steps right, fires front corner of the end zone, and that is held on to. What a catch from Dallas Goedert. First catch is a touchdown. Eagles back ahead. What a catch, though. Through some traffic and a lofted ball there from Jalen Hurts. Put it in the only place he could. What a catch. What a pass. Eagles back ahead. That was a beauty from Jalen Hurts. First point since the middle of the 2nd quarter. It's been a while since we've had anybody score. Would have been the field goal from Harrison Butker that tied us up. But now, a lead here for Philadelphia. Actually, no, it would have been the Jake Elliott field goal. My apologies. That was a terrific catch, let me tell you. Well, it's a good time to remind you guys that we have some channel members here that need a big shout-out for all of their support the last month or so. Games, Charles Thomas, Santuru, TDR, and John Zeller. Able to chime in an extra $4.99 a month for all the permissions to the chat emotes as well as the Fantasy League and a couple of custom videos on the channel. Appreciate your support. Hope to have it going forward. Return up here for Kansas City. Out to the 24, 2 to go in the 3rd quarter. KC still in it. They're just in it for the entertainment. Most of these games, I don't care who wins. I just hope it's not as big as a blowout as yesterday. Not going to lie, that was a hard watch. Hard to maintain my interest and the chats as well. Is what it is, though. Chiefs trail once again. Mahomes opening up from the I formation. Off the play action, and he is taken down. No protection for number 15. Zach Bowen takes him down. A 9-yard sack. Well then, Pacheco, I believe, missed his assignment that time. Was at least supposed to chip. Never got a piece of big number 53. Minute and a half to go now in the third quarter. You can hear a pin drop now inside of GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Check down is dropped, incomplete. Worthy couldn't hang on through the hit of Cooper DeJean. Big fella getting into it once again. Had the interception last week as well on Dak Prescott. What up, Philly fanatic? Dallas Goedert, very underrated side in my opinion. He actually is. Good fantasy pickup. Eagles showing pressure here on a 3rd and 19. Linebackers drop. Mahomes going deep down the field. Picks out Worthy through the seams. What a pass. And they convert somehow, some way. 27 yards picked up on 3rd and 19. And the drive does continue. That's disappointing there for the Eagles. Reed Blankenship saves a touchdown from the speedster. Owns the 40-yard dash record to this day. Out of Texas, he has shown some great poise. Mahomes is being chased, and Bond's got him again. 7-yard sack this time. Back and forth we go on this half of the football field. Reigning defending conference champions going back and forth. And the Super Bowl rematch. Just as we expected. 30 seconds to go in the third period. Once again, Philadelphia has the advantage. Handoff is to Pacheco, getting yardage back. Picks up an angry 9. And that should take us near, if not to, the fourth quarter. Kansas City trailing by a touchdown. 3rd and 8 coming up here. This will be a big-time play. No doubt about it. Mahomes getting angry. And the snap will not be taken. Fourth quarter at Arrowhead Stadium. It's the Eagles 17, the Chiefs 10, with 10 to go in week number 2. Philly trying to get to 2-0. Kansas City looking to avoid 0-2. In a route back to the Super Bowl. Mahomes down the middle on 3rd and 8, and he moves the chains again. Rashee Rice inside the Eagle half of the field at the 47. Mahomes working his magic here in a defensive affair where first downs are a rarity. Trying to get the Chiefs back in a scoring position. Last time they were in the red zone, fumbled the football away. Check down caught by Worthy, turning upfield, picking up first down yardage. And here come the Chiefs. Consecutive first downs again for the boys in red. I hate both teams. As a Bronco fan, I would understand that. Got Philly winning this. Makes sense. First minute gone by in a crucial fourth quarter. Handoff to Pacheco. Swallowed whole once again. Big number 98, Jalen Carter. Making his presence felt. There's a tackle for loss to add to his 2 forced fumbles today. Quite the day on the stat sheet for the defensive tackle. I suppose he's actually defensive end, so there is that. Chiefs going backwards on first down again. Mahomes trying to get that yardage back. He will do so. Worthy's got the catch up to the 27. An interesting play coming up here on 3rd and 4. This might tell us whether or not they plan to go for it on 4th down. Certainly a possibility. Kareem Hunt this time in the backfield. Time still ticking away. Kelsey waddling in motion this time, trying to hide himself. Can't hide that big man, but he still picks up the first down. A gain of 5. Wow. Swallowed whole once again, as she should. Wow. Yeah, that's a rough one by me. Another Chief first down. They are battling on 3rd and short scenarios. Noah Gray picks up 6 more. Mahomes over 300 passing. Definitely seeing him back on the right track here today. No doubt about it. Into the red zone. Will Pacheco see the football? With 7 to go. Back up tight end, Noah Gray is in motion. Kelsey in there as well. Leaving the backfield, check down, going to Noah Gray, wide open on a crosser. Sets up a goal-to-go situation. Kelsey got the full diaper shuffle. I'm going to need you to break that one down for me. I'm not sure I understand that one without context. At the 7-yard line, 1st and goal. Kansas City looking to tie the game with a touchdown here. Kelsey in motion, 8 on the play clock. Snap is taken. 4-man rush. Mahomes looking to escape the pocket. Spins around, steps up, taken down anyway at the 14. 11 sacks in 2 weeks for Philadelphia. How about that? This Eagle defense, man, hunting. Waddling in motion like a toddler with a full diaper. I got you. That adds up. 5th sack taken today by Mahomes, and the handoff goes to Pacheco, looking to bounce it outside to no avail. Picks up 2, and the final 3rd down of this long drive coming up here, 12 yards from the end zone. This has been a very entertaining defensive battle. A lot of games without scoring, I question how entertaining they are. This one, though, without a doubt, has been great. A dozen yards away from a tie game. Another 3rd down here for Mahomes, looking for the end zone. Steps up in the pocket, sacked again. Byron Young takes him down at the 14-yard line. What up, Eagle? Drive finally over. Butker coming on for the field goal attempt. This is crazy. What a stand, though, from Philadelphia. Butker on, looking to cut the deficit back down to 4 in the back half of the 4th quarter. 31-yarder up and good. 17-13 the score. I am curious how long that drive took. I'm not sure we'll get the full drive length synopsis. Let me go back and stream and try to take a peek at when this drive started. Chiefs got the ball with 2 to go in the 3rd quarter. So let's see. That is roughly a 7-minute and 10-second drive, resulting in a field goal. Unbelievable. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed about, the longevity of the Chief offense there or the persistence of that Philadelphia defense. Both sides showing why they represented their conference in the Super Bowl. Eagles out to the 27, 4:44 to go in the 4th quarter. Whole lot of 4s, and that is the lead for the Eagles, 17-13. Big time drive coming up here. 7-minute, 12-second drive. That is crazy. More impressed by the Philadelphia defense. Fair enough. Live poll coming to an end. Eagles trying to put this one away with a similar result to the Super Bowl. Saquon breaks the tackle and only picks up 1. Turn the other direction, expecting open space, and found George Karlaftis standing there menacingly. KC looking for a stop. They need one big. Barkley still yet to have a breakout carry. Could we see one here? Good blocking as he bursts through a hole, and Saquon gets going to pick up a 15. Boy, I thought he was gone right there. That acceleration, hard to find anywhere else in this video game. All it takes is one turnover. You're right there. Absolutely correct. Shotgun formation again for the Birds. 4-man rush from Kansas City. Checked out, caught by Brown, immediately met after a 3-yard gain. Met by Nick Bolton, the middle linebacker. They'll drop Saquon. I'm doing you a favor. Really? You don't think so? Interesting. Second down and 7. Another huge leverage play here for both these teams. Handoff is to Barkley, and that down is won by the Chiefs. 2-yard pickup into the final 3 minutes of regulation here. Overtime, certainly a possibility. Don't get me wrong. But a big 180 seconds coming up here. As loud as it has been all afternoon inside of Chiefs Kingdom. 3rd and 5 could decide the game. 4-man rush once again. Hurts will find his man. It's Dallas Goedert up the sideline into field goal range. It'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Eagles have the first down, the football, and the lead on the road. Kansas City looking like 0-2 could be a real possibility if they can't get a stop. Yeah, huge to be in bounds as well. And there is the 2-minute warning. Philly hasn't scored since the middle of the 3rd quarter. Been a while. Got to credit that defense, though. Forcing a field goal on a 7-minute drive. Saquon loses one. Chris Jones right up the middle. Can't believe they held out on this guy still. Chiefs take their first timeout at the 34-yard line. Should be Jake Elliott range here. Was good from 50 earlier. This will be 51. Still, though, Philadelphia wants to end it on their terms offensively rather than with their defense. In the pistol once again. Couple of extra big bodies in the backfield. Handoff goes to Barkley, cutting up the middle. Breaks one tackle, and he's hit hard. Taken down by Jaden Hicks. 2-yard pickup. Timeout, Kansas City. You know the drill by this point. First down and wins it. Anything else will give the Chiefs an opportunity to tie or take the lead depending on what happens with the upcoming field goal at King Chabert. First down and wins it here for Philadelphia. Got to have the 23-yard line. Hurts being pressured, steps up in the pocket, can't escape this time. He is sacked. Karlaftis got him down. That one going for a loss of about a half a yard. And it will be a field goal attempt of 49 for Jake Elliott. Huge play for Kansas City. 9th sack of the game between these two teams. And here we go. Elliott on for a 49-yarder. Looking to give the Eagles a touchdown cushion up and good. 20-13, and here comes Mahomes. 2-minute drill time. No timeouts, needing a touchdown. This field goal would have been huge there. Only guy I know that's been missing in the clutch is Chris Boswell, which is anti-truth, that's for sure. Still, though, entertainment to the very end. If you haven't dropped a like yet, what are you doing? You got no business not enjoying a game like this. Time for that Mahomes magic. Will we see it? Or will this Eagle defense prevail again? Pacheco on the return. Looking for the first special teams touchdown of the season. And it'll have to wait another week. Mahomes back to it from his own 26-yard line. Minute 43. No timeouts. Brett Maher. Madden curse, that is a real thing. Fair point. Minute 43, no timeouts here for Mahomes. Got to make some magic happen. 74 yards away from a tie game. Going for it all in the opening play. Picks out Rice into enemy territory. What a throw. Mahomes slots that one in there. And this just became a lot more manageable. What a toss from Mahomes. 355 passing. And the only Chief touchdown today rushing. Back to it here. Quick pass out there. Caught by Kelsey. And he will run through defenders. Pick it up 9. Clock still ticking. Under a minute to go now in the 4th quarter. 21 yards away from a tie game. Let's see, looking possible. 10-10 at halftime. Keep that in mind. Been within a 1 score the entire way. Multiple lead changes in this one. From the 21, check down, caught by Kelsey, and he will set up first down at the 11. What up, channel? Insane Eagles collapse? I don't know about insane. I don't think they choked the lead or anything, but yeah, crazy defensive gasp right there at the end. Still could possibly save it here. Got to get back to it. Time is getting away from the Chiefs, of 11 yards away from the end zone. Mahomes under 20 seconds now. Worthy in motion. Stepping up in the pocket, stepping right, fires, corner of the end zone. Touchdown Rice. What a throw from Mahomes. Whoa. Looking like he was going to be sacked, and he finds a way. Did Rice get that foot down? Philadelphia certainly curious. Oh, this is going to get reviewed all day long, I feel like. What up, XSM? We got a full mod stream. Check the bingo box. Will we even get a review? No. New York automatically calling that one good to go. And Philadelphia trying to ice the kicker here on the extra point. Oh, this would be absolute carnage, wouldn't it? Man. Can you imagine our first missed extra point right here? Thought that was going to be a Madden moment. You and me both. Crazy game for sure. And a huge extra point here. Harrison Butker looking to tie the game up, and he will do so. 20-20, 4-play, 74-yard drive. However, Mahomes taught us you only need 13 seconds. Hurts might teach us you only need 12. It's only a matter of time. They have the timeouts, but Kansas City feeling good in their Super Bowl rematch at home. Calling for devil magic in the chat. Calling for Jesus on the Chiefs end. This is great. Peak cinema. And here we go. Eagles will begin this drive at the 30. No return. Chiefs don't want to risk it on special teams. Philly might have 2 plays to get into range here. They have 2 timeouts as well, which is significant. Just have to wait and see what happens. What will happen here? Target line is the 40. For Jake Elliott, he can hit from anywhere around 61 yards. Hurts, though, looking for a deep ball late in the fourth quarter. Going to check this one down. Caught by Saquon. 5 seconds gone by. 8 yards picked up. Not a great trade-off there. They will have time, probably, for one more pass down the middle and then a timeout. Or they could go for it right here, right now. Overtime looking likely, though, barring an absolute miracle. Here we go. Could be our final play of regulation, unless the Eagles want to look for a quick pass here. Hurts, though, stepping up in the pocket. Heaving this one off his back foot. Final play of regulation. Incomplete, and we are going to overtime. 10 points for each team in each half. How about that? Into OT we go. There's your box score thus far. What a terrific defensive game, I must say. 9 combined sacks, 2 forced fumbles. It has been excellent. And here is the coin toss. 3rd overtime game of the season as Mahomes and Hurts meeting at midfield. Philadelphia going to call the toss here. Each team gets the possession no matter what, but the Eagles begin on the offensive end. All right. Chiefs wanted an OT. Certainly a possibility. Again, though, I shouldn't have ended the live poll. Could happen. Will we see another? I guess 27-24 is not possible. Finally, we are guaranteed a different overtime score for the first time this season. Big time drive coming up here for Jalen Hurts, though. Return taken from the 5-yard line as Philadelphia making it easier on Hurts out to the 30. 10 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock. Still not sure why Madden adds an extra 15 seconds to every overtime. You didn't call it, Trey. You're right. I knew somebody did it. Wasn't sure exactly who. But there you have it. Just a reminder, even if Philadelphia scores a touchdown, Kansas City gets a chance to rebuttal. 2025 overtime rules are in effect here at Arrowhead. 6-man rush coming. Hurts hit as he fires this one complete up the sideline. There goes Calcaterra, pulling away inside the 20, dragged down from behind. What a big-time play. Backup tight end getting involved. Chiefs give up the red zone already. They sent the house, and Calcaterra got on his horse. Looking like a young Paul Revere. Fireworks to kick off overtime. Hurts will hand off to Barkley. Right side running through defenders. Puts a man on his back, and he's taken down to pick up a 4. Just got Kittle flashbacks. I know exactly what play you're talking about, too. Same half of the field, or same side of the field and everything else. So what's the same half, too? That is wild. Terrific route running. You are not wrong. 4-yard pickup there for Saquon. The motion man is Goddard. And the handoff back to Barkley. Left side following blockers only. Picks up a yard, though. And now it's 3rd down. Looks like the Eagles had a walk-in touchdown, but all of a sudden, Kansas City, poised as ever, looking to make a stop here. And here we go. Barkley going to act as a receiver. Hurts from the empty on 3rd and 5. Extra blitzer coming. Hurts stepping left, taking off, looking for the line to gain. Breaks the tackle and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. The heart of a lion and the flight of an eagle. What a play from number 1. I can't believe he got in there. Unreal. Eagles strike first in overtime. Broken tackle. Drew Tranquill cannot bring down Jalen Hurts. Slipping to the end zone. Completely different game at OT. You're right. Mahomes got some magic left. We will see. I'm going to pull an A-Rod. I'm predicting a pick on this possession. It's going to be to Cooper DeJean. We're going to have our first ever overtime decided by 2 possessions. It's going to be a pick 6, too. Extra point coming up here for Elliott. It's up and good. 7-point lead taken by the Eagles. Unreal. Might have a tie. It's possible. Certainly could happen still. Madden doesn't really understand the going for 2. If you're down a touchdown and you're the second team to possess, but hopefully that's figured out in Madden 26. We'll see. Dan Campbell would certainly go for it, that's for sure. JJJ would certainly understand that. Finally have a Lions fan. It's taken way too long to have a consistent Lions fan in here. But here we go. Want to see some white cornerback? You might get to see some here. A return from the 5-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco on the move up to the 24. Got to find the end zone again. Patrick Mahomes after a flawless touchdown drive. It's a forced overtime. Looking to force an extension of overtime with a score here. Cooper DeJean is, in fact, not a safety. Chat's going to just type the whole lyrics now. I love it. Once again, Kansas City has to find the end zone. Mahomes up the play action. One play! 76 yards on the opening play of the drive. Do not go anywhere. This game only gets more entertaining. Wow. Well, now we have next score wins. Unless the Chiefs want to go for 2. I'm here for it, let me tell you. Going for 2 would feed families. No doubt about it. Bucker on for the extra point once again. And he puts it up and through with the marker down. This could make things interesting. Roughing the kicker. What will the Chiefs do with this penalty? Go on. What are we doing? Oh, we're declining it. Wow. Why would you not put the ball at the 1-yard line? Unreal. Madden fail once again. Should have gone for 2. That would have fed families. Is what it is, though. 2 minutes into overtime, both teams have scored. And now it is sudden death. Next score wins. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter how. The next points to go on the board will end the game here. What a stream. Mini Madden moment, I will say. That one's under the radar. But yeah, I must agree. Eagles back to it. Not much of a break for Jalen Hurts as he will begin a potential game-winning drive from the 24-yard line. This is crazy. Game of the week? I think it has to be. Seattle-Pittsburgh was pretty good too, but the last couple of touchdowns, man, they have been special. That Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown, one of my favorites of the year. Into sudden death now. The next score wins it here from Arrowhead. Hurts hoping he can deliver this one. Downfield looking for the first play. Touchdown of his own. Drops it in there. Complete to Devontae Smith. Out at the 26-yard line. It's June, but we got the 4th of July early. This is crazy. Ref for this game going to be Rob Tolbert. I see what you're throwing down there. You could be correct. Wow. Philadelphia in field goal range. They could win the game with the kick of Jake Elliott. Handoff, though, goes to Saquon, and he will settle for a yard. Could be game, but could we have a turnover to change everything? How'd this game become a shootout? I don't know, man. 10-10 at halftime, and you're telling me we got this kind of back-and-forth action? That is wild. Hurts under center once again from the 25, and Saquon getting going up the middle. Breaks through one tackle, catapults it backward. He'll pick up 4. 38-yarder from here for Jake Elliott. Not sure if we will see him at this rate on 3rd down. Eagles want to try to inch closer, and no, we're going to get him right now. Forgive me for speaking too early. Just in case they have a mishap with the snap. They're kicking on 3rd down. Kicker has been iced by Andy Reid. And here we go. Any moment now. There it is. And here we go. Jake Elliott on for a 38-yard game-winning field goal to elevate the Eagles to 2-0. It's up and good. And the Philadelphia Eagles still won in overtime in a shootout late. What a game from Arrowhead. 30-27 the final. And Kansas City drops to 0-2 to kick off 2025. Got to be game of the week, no doubt about it. Unbelievable. Going to flash fantasy stats real quick because I know Travis Kelce was important in this one. 8 catches, 94 yards. Didn't see the end zone, but what a crazy game we had here. That's going to set up Sunday Night Football well. We got the Falcons and the Vikings tomorrow. J.J. McCarthy in the spotlight. Will we see another double pass touchdown out of the Vikings? You'll have to find out tomorrow at 8 p.m. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you then.